Damon Levinsky, and I'll be taking you through the Windows 8 customer preview. The reason I'm doing this is because I didn't find any videos on the internet doing this for new users of Windows 8. This is the customer preview. That means it's not the final Windows. Hopefully they'll fix a few things. Well, let's just go through some of the features that are really cool and really good, and we'll talk about some of the stuff that's less comfortable, but why I think the reasons they did it. I'll start off by saying that Microsoft did something really cool, which they built a Windows that's supposed to work on as many as an operating system that's supposed to work on as many different kind of machines possible, which is something that Windows always does. What do I mean by this? It's basically a Windows that's supposed to work on tablets, on home PCs, on I guess phones eventually, which basically, because of limitations of tablets, they had to do some really cool things, basically trying to tone down the usage of the CPU, thus using less power, so it's more power conservative and faster, so there's no lag time. My computer at home is it's an Intel Core Quad Q955, which it's not an i or i7. It's an older CPU. It's got 16 giga, and it's got 2 SATA hard disks. Just standard. Nothing special about this computer. I mean, I bought this computer to run Maya and Max on it, so it's got a good graphics card. But other than that, it's a pretty standard computer. The graphics card made it expensive at the time, which it's a GeForce GTX 275. So again, it's not very simple computer, but it's not something that's very expensive. So now that I gave you a little technical babble, let's see the new features. Let's start with the start menu. When you log in, basically the login, you have to sign up to Windows Live, and you get yourself a Hotmail account, and then you basically log in with your Hotmail account, which is a good thing and a bad thing. The good stuff is basically a lot of your mails, your emails, and a lot of stuff that you have in the cloud will be automatically updated once you log in, which is kind of cool. Other things is, again, things are in the cloud. That means it will be easier to people to get access to stuff if Microsoft doesn't build a very good security system, and then at the moment it seems it does. So I'm not going to go into that because I don't know much about it, so let's go on. Basically, I've added all of this stuff in, but you get a simple quick apps area. In the quick apps area, you have like different applications like email and photos and so on. The only thing that I found that is annoying with the applications is, let's say I open my email. Okay, it goes to my email. I can't get out of it. I mean, there's no backtrack. I could go to add an email, send an email, get an email, go through my Google emails, my different Google emails, which is very easy to add, by the way. By right-clicking, you could get all kind of, you could sync your emails, get all kind of stuff. You just right-click and this little bar comes up. To get out of it, you have to press the window button and it will bring you back to here, but it hasn't closed it. And the reason I know that is I take my mouse up to the top top left corner, and I could see my open applications, and it will list them here in a row. All right. I mean, you have stuff like the SkyDrive is in here and so on, and this is like default stuff that you get. You also get music and video playlist areas, which is an application. The only thing I have to say about these two is that there are no way to get to extra drives, or if you have music or videos on your, if you have more than one computer, there's no way to get to them. It's really annoying. I guess they'll fix that eventually. Anyway, basically it's kind of cool because you could go into your start menu before you even go into your Windows and start up any one of your programs very easily. I could add applications by right-clicking on anywhere in the area, and it says all apps like this, and then it's like opening that little window button on the side, and you get like a list of all your apps that's installed on your computer. And I'm kind of an app freak. I've got many applications, from Nero to all kind of stuff, which is kind of cool. To get out of this, again, I'll press the little at the bottom corner. If you move your mouse to the bottom corner, you could go between your start menu and your desktop. You also have an icon for the desktop. This is desktop, and you could see a little icon of your background screen. So if I'm already talking about my oh, wait a minute, I haven't finished here. So what you can do is you could also arrange everything here. Let me just show you how this works. Like I have these little cam studio stuff, and I want to move them around. I want to start a new category for cam studio. Alright, so I can move them in and around, and I want to name it. So I go to your bottom right, there's like a small icon over here, and basically it minimizes everything, so I could see all that's listed in my start menu. And again, right click, and then I get, sorry, not right click, by the way, if you right click on one of the icons, you will get like a pin list. Open in a new window. Basically, opening a new window will start a new screen, run as administrator, and so on and so forth. Let me just get out of this. Choosing a different application. Sorry. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll do the same thing. Now once I go into this mode, basically you can see now I can choose groups, and if I right click on a group, then I can name the group. Alright, I'm done with this. Let's go to the desktop and look at some of the new features on the desktop, basically in Windows 8 itself. So I'm now in the normal desktop that we all know. The only difference is you'll see there's no icon in here for the start menu, which is basically what you have to do is move your mouse down here and click, and you'll go into your start menu. Alright, so we'll start off with Internet Explorer, which, as you can see, is amazingly fast. It is really fast. It's exactly the same thing as you've seen up to now. If you press Alt, you could get your tools. It works exactly the same. It's just amazingly fast. Let's close this guy. Yeah, I'll just show it again. Look how fast it loads up, loads everything up. It's crazy. Alright, and it's got memory. I mean, I could, sometimes it won't load as fast, but the minute I close it and open it, will remember remember the sites, and won't take long to load them up. Alright, the next kind of cool feature is your file manager. Okay, basically they call it libraries now. It used to be called My Documents. Okay, so it opens up and you get your documents, music, and pictures and videos. And you have an icon at the bottom here. And then, just like before in Windows 7, you had these, ways to get to everything, and immediately my computer sees any other computer that's on my network. You don't have to do anything. It immediately sees it. The minute I turn it on, it will see it immediately. You will have to, give certain things permission, but it's amazing. It's so fast. I haven't seen anything like it. Not even in my Mac. I mean, Mac is fast with a lot of things, but not fast like this. Another thing they kind of did that, all you would like or hate, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think it's cool, is they changed a few things up top here that will work a little more like the Office menus. So you got this little arrow here, so you get like your cut, copy, paste on your home file, and you can move, copy, delete, all that stuff. In your file menu, you could see the recent documents you've opened, and delete history and all that stuff that you do pretty much a lot. You could go into your sharing preferences, and it could ask you if you want to, in which home group do you want to share something. You could also stop sharing, unlock stuff. It's really, really easy because it's got icons, and it's really cool. Another cool feature is that you can now pause transference of files. You see I'm transferring a file, and I could press pause and basically do other things, and then continue moving the files. I'll cancel this because I don't really want to move it over. When I found this out, I really went nuts because it's so cool. I put in a flash drive, and I started moving stuff over, and I had to go, so I pulled it out, and it asked me, do you want to pause this? And I said yes. I came back 5 hours later and put my flash drive in, and automatically continued moving over the files. I didn't lose any of the data, and it's just awesome. So I haven't seen a feature like that in any other operating system up to now, but it's really cool. Alright, so we talked about the file system. We're saying that you can move stuff along. Let's go into little technical things. Alright, because I used to be a computer technician. So basically, if you want to search and all that stuff, now that because we don't have the start menu over here anymore, you have to drag your mouse to your right hand side, to the bottom left or bottom right or bottom top right. To the bottom right or the top right, and then you get this fast task thingy. This is basically was created for the tablets, and this is why it's here. I think it's kind of a little uncomfortable that you have to go to the bottom right or the top right to get this to work. But it's very comfortable. It's still comfortable. I could go to my start menu by pressing here, so I'm gone over to the start menu. Again, I could move my mouse. I could go back. See, that was my Cam Studio. Alright. I can search for whatever I want, for any application, settings, files, music, and so forth. Alright. Let's go back to my desktop. Alright. I could share stuff. I could go to devices. Alright. It's not looking for a device. I don't have anything connected at the moment, but if I had, like my phone, which was amazing, I got a Samsung Galaxy S, which is not the newest thing around. So where's my I want to show you this. It's kind of cool. I'll connect it up. It's pretty fast, and I never connected this up to my Windows 8. Let's probably could hear it in the background. It's gonna. There you go. It just recognized that something's connected up. All right, there we go. We done. It saw it. It's first time. I will say that my previous accounts to try getting the keys to work on Windows 8 hasn't worked. I don't know why. It just doesn't, and crashes. But keys never was any good in any way. But I could see my cards and it recognized it. Again, if I go here and I go to devices, I should be able to see the different devices. I can move my screen around, and anyway, that's kind of cool. All right, next thing, settings. Settings basically, under settings, they kind of put your power, so you could power off and on. You'll find your start, shut down, and sleep here. I kind of find it very cumbersome, and there might be a shortcut, but I have to read up some more. You have your volume here, you have your networking. By the way, this is really amazing. If I go into networking, alright, I press here. Come on, turn off network. Alright, turned off. Alright, yes, turn on sharing and contact event. That's it, it's done. I turned it off and turned it on immediately. There was no waiting, it just went on and off. I got all kind of notifications. This is not working because it's not a tablet. It's just normal Windows, so it doesn't have the lightness, darkness. On my laptop, this was available. All right, other things. You got your control panel, all kind of other things, is system information, and from here you could go to your device manager, root, and all that stuff. So again, it's pretty comfortable. The only thing, again, I don't like about it is it's a bit cumbersome to get to to turn on and off your computer, to get to some of these settings, even though there's more settings. So we'll open up the setting windows. Here you could actually, this is what your opening window looks like when you first load up Windows. It's very fast. I mean, it's insanely fast it loads up. I mean, the only thing that's slow on my computer is the time that it takes to go through the processing of the my BIOS updates and all that stuff. And I got like user and notifications and sharing and all that stuff. It's all here. You could turn on and off all your devices. Yeah, you could see here's my phone. Okay, and here's my printer. Yesterday was the first time I connected up my printer. Again, I didn't install any drivers, just connected up and saw it immediately. And I'm talking about, this is not an official release for retail. This is, customers to just check out. So, again, I guess this is it. I showed you everything I found out up to now, and the things a little bit uncomfortable. Hopefully other people will post some other videos about this. There are a few more shortcuts that you can use. I just use the window button to move to my start button and back. The Alt and Tab button also works very well. Window and the Tab button will open up the side view here, and that's about it. So, enjoy Windows.